At the beginning of the film, a couple named Kate and Mike enters a room. They are chosen to spend 50 days at the Immaculate room with a prize of $5 million. If one of them surrenders and leaves the room, the award will drop to $1 million. Mike presses the red button and time starts right away, indicating the trial has begun. At first, they are excited when they hear about the prize. They start their imagination about how they will spend the prize. Then, they examine and look all over the place, starting from the toilet. When the two of them are in the bathroom, the system warns that there is only one person who can enter at one time. For food, they only get nutritional drinks with white packaging. Not long after, the lights in the room turn off, showing that it's time to sleep. At that time, Kate thinks Professor Voyan, who made this place, is watching them. This thought makes her uncomfortable. In the following morning, Kate's alarm rings at 7 a.m. Kate and Mike do the routine as usual. Then, Kate grabs their breakfast, which is the same drink in white packaging. To spend time, they talk about various things, such as the purpose of the Voyan, who said to be intrigued with human conditions when he was interviewed. After a few moments, they begin to run out of the topic of conversation. In their free time, Mike always looks at the clock above the door while Kate meditates to calm herself down. There, Kate advises Mike not to always look at the hour because time will run slower when they focus on it. The second night arrives again, and Mike can't sleep soundly. In the following days, they also carry out various activities to fill their long spare time, such as playing games, sleeping, doing push-ups, running around, dancing, and many more. Time passes slowly in the room, and now, only 23 days left. They are already exhausted and bored with all those activities. Mike also tries to find a new activity, talking to the insect he finds on the floor. The insect is dying, so Mike gives it his food. However, the system reminds him that food is only for the contestant. Mike talks to the system, but Kate reminds her that the system is not two-way because it only carries out instructions based on its sensor. Due to his kindness, Mike wants to press the red button, only to let the insect out of place, but Kate keeps forbidding him. For Kate, pressing the button is the same as surrendering. Saving insects and giving up $5 million does not make any sense. Therefore, there is a small debate between them related to the insect. Then, Kate wants to go to avoid further quarrels, but she accidentally steps on insects that Mike wants to save. Do not believe in Kate's action. Mike leaves and sits silently in another place, alone. A sense of loneliness appears again, causing Mike to want to take a treat for $100,000 to fill his days. This treat can be taken twice per person at an unreasonable price. Kate strongly disagrees with Mike's request, but Mike still proceeds with the treat. The first treat he gets is a green crayon. This is the most expensive crayon with a price of $100,000. Mike immediately draws a few things on the wall using the crayon, fulfilling his desire to paint. Mike creates many beautiful paintings. Suddenly, Kate hugs him from behind and asks him to paint her portrait. She then sits near Mike and asks him to draw a realistic one. Mike thinks it is boring to paint a normal one and chooses to draw it another way. Just because of that, Kate loses her interest and leaves that place. After many paintings he has drawn, Mike has run out of green crayons. Now, there are still 20 days left. On the following day, when Mike plays with dust, Kate goes to the bathroom for a while and sees a gun out of nowhere. Mike approaches her and decides to put the gun under the bed because there is no other place to keep it. Not long after, the connect begins. Connect is a message given by their family members from outside to encourage them. The first message comes from Mike's sister, who really misses him. However, the look on Kate's face suddenly changes. Mike's sister thinks that they have broken up and feels that it is a good thing for Mike. Now, Mike's face also changes when his sister brings up the incident of Sean, Mike's little brother. The message from Mike's sister are done, and now it's Kate's turn. It turns out that Kate receives a message from his father. Kate looks depressed after receives the message. She even cries and hides behind the wall while Mike is still watching the message. Not yet known what happened to Kate's behavior, but Mike tries to calm Kate down. The next day, Kate stays still on her bed, doing nothing. She then admits it is his father who drank away her house and her school fee. She is very ashamed of her father and has not met his father for a long time. All her sad memories come up again, and she can't control them. There are still 19 days more to go. Mike tries to spend time with various things. He reads the clothes tag repeatedly with multiple styles and emphasis, but he loses his enthusiasm and energy one more time. In addition, Kate, who does not accompany him anymore, only sleeps in bed all day. Mike keeps trying to cheer her up in various ways, but it doesn't work either. Hugging her is the best way he can do. Because of Kate's attitude, Mike says he can't stand this room and wants to give up. Seeing Mike, who is spiritless, Kate permits him to take his second treat for $250,000, 2.5 times the price of the first treat. With enthusiasm, he presses the button for his second treat. Then, a beautiful woman with long hair appears, Simone. Kate looks very upset with Mike's second treat. Night comes again at 10 o'clock. Mike offers to sleep on the floor because there is no additional bed for the guest. However, Kate suggests all of them sleep together, and Kate will sleep in the middle. This situation looks awkward for Kate. In the following morning, Simone disappears, and Kate looks relieved. To her surprise, she meets Simone that just finished her bathing. It turns out this awkward situation is not over yet. Frustrated, Kate decides to take her first treat for $100,000, which turned out to be a box of candy. However, for some reason, Mike is doubtful to take it. Then, they try to have fun to kill time. However, there is something strange from Mike's eyesight. Suddenly, he seems to drown in a pool, followed by his little brother. Simone and Kate struggle to keep Mike's sanity. Mike feels very guilty about the death of his drowning brother. Mike finally can pull himself together, and Kate tells Simone that Mike was assigned to look after his brother at that time. Because of his carelessness, his brother fell into the pool and passed away. Simone tries to change the topic, avoiding this gloomy topic. She asks how they first met. The conversation causes Kate and Simone to become quite close. At night, Mike walks alone and meets with Simone, who sits alone. They are having a conversation for a while, sharing their past life. On the other hand, Kate wakes up and catches them staying together while holding hands. The wrong prejudice from Kate made them argue. Mike, who gets the headache, tells them to stop and leaves the place. In the following morning, Simone disappears from there. How surprised Kate is when she reads the writing on the wall. Simone said that she was having fun with Mike. Mike claims that he didn't do anything. Suddenly, Kate hits the roof and pushes Mike, causing Mike's head to be injured and bleeding. Mike is enraged from the bottom of his heart. Even when Kate went to New York, Mike always loves her. He did everything for Kate. However, he does not get the appropriate response from Kate. Kate quickly takes a towel and drinks to make Mike better. But Mike needs more than that, a doctor. However, they do not have any access to medical treatment in this room. Kate continues to comfort Mike. Bleeding has stopped. Mike's face seems to not believe in Kate's actions just now. She doesn't care about Mike's condition and is more concerned with the prize they will get. Mike invites Kate to leave because various conflicts have occurred during their stay in this room. Mike has decided to leave the room with or without Kate. With the gun they got earlier, Kate threatens Mike not to leave the room. Because one contestant leaves, the prize will drop to $1 million. Mike really does not believe in all her actions. The red button is pressed, and he comes out of the room, ignoring Kate's warning. Kate also does not know what to do, only lying on the floor. The silence fills the room. No sound was heard at all. 2 days are left, and Kate walks toward the red button, the button to exit the room. Her hand tries to reach the button, but the scene immediately moves. Outside, they accidentally meet on the streets. Kate is visiting her father, whom she hated in the past. They are having a good conversation now. Actually, it is never shown whether Kate makes it through 50 days in the room or not. However, the kitchen in this place could be built because of the donor, whose name is unknown. At the end of the film, the next couple are chosen to complete the immaculate room trial for 50 days, and the story ends. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.